man above told me to make a video. So you know what? I'm going to do it. I've sensed a huge battle within me. I've been battling a lot with stuff beyond my understanding, stuff that I put in God's hands, and that is with my mental. You feel me? Doing what you want to do versus doing what you have to do. You know, and I feel like college is the perfect environment for that, because you have no family members around you. You have no necessarily like figures to look up to, right? It's really just you being a young adult figuring stuff out. And that's where you make your best decisions and your worst decisions. But guess what? You learn. Now today I'm going to talk about conquering your mental, right? So instead of doing things that you want to do, doing things that you have to do, that'll better you in the future, right? So we know in college there's a lot of temptation, and I mean, shit, I'm in the HBCU, so you already know it's lit. But you know, sometimes I think to myself, and I'm like, is this really gonna be worth it tomorrow? So then I say no. You know, my body wants to do it, but my heart is telling me this is not what you came here for. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about that might help you conquer your mental. And it's really about having self-awareness, right? Knowing who you are, right? Knowing yourself, knowing who you are, who do you want to be in the future, right? Because a lot of people in college, we mess around a lot, right? We don't have that direction. So it's just going with the flesh, right? Going with what feels right. You have no parents around you. So you are being yourself. This is the one environment where people actually will see how you truly are, because there are no father figures, mothers, brothers or sisters to watch over you and make sure and keep you in check. Nobody knows what you're doing here, right? It's up to you, right? You take control. And I'm asking you to take full control of your life right now. And that is saying no to the things that you might want to do. Saying, no, that can wait tomorrow. This is more important. This moment right here. Your temptations, conquering all levels of wants and needs, being able to differentiate, being self-aware is going to do you numbers. I found praying to God, especially in times like this, late at night, really just takes me out of my flesh, you feel me? Like, it just allows me to be myself rather than, you know, letting my flesh do what it wants, right? Because, I mean, although we're here to live, right? I'm personally here to live for God. So I'm not going to make decisions that don't serve him, right? So if that's who I want to be, and that's who I say I want to be, I gotta act like it. You're not gonna tell yourself that you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna do all these things, right? And don't do it. Because it's like, what are we doing? This is blasphemy, right? If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm going to do it. Whether it's long-term, short-term, I'm going to make sure I do it, right? The same way, like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna go to practice, right? I'm gonna go to practice after school. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna keep doing it, right? It's the same thing. So really holding yourself accountable. I want to emphasize something that is so important, and it will save you so much time in the future especially when you're an adult, especially when you have responsibilities like taxes, bills, right? You're gonna save a lot of money by just having that self-awareness, you know? Maybe that expensive restaurant it's not the right time. Maybe that vacation, right? Your significant other wants to go on that vacation because of that feeling, right? But you being that mature individual and having that self-awareness, you know that this vacation can wait, and you know that you gotta save money, right? Sometimes it's important to be selfish. And what I mean by it's important to be selfish. I mean, to serve you, right? To not let other people's feelings, thoughts, or opinions affect what you got going on. This world is a very individual realm, right? We go through phases. We are born alone, we die alone. Our mental, it's all individual, right? The stuff that we think in our head, nobody else knows what we're thinking until we say them out loud, right? So go with your heart. If God puts something in front of you and your parents don't like it, and your brothers don't like it, and your sisters don't like it, or any family or friends don't like it, I don't care what it is, any situation, you have to go with your heart. And if you know, you just gotta know, you know what I'm saying? It can't be forced. If God put it in your heart, it's the world is meant to see it. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. If God put it in your heart or in your mind, the world is meant to see it. All right. I mean, shoot, think about all the innovators, right? They all thank the Lord. They all thank the Lord for the inspiration of creation. Isaac Newton, I mean, an apple fell off a tree, landed on his head, right? If he feared that idea of judgment, he wouldn't have let those ideas out. And we wouldn't have, Newton's laws of motion today. So just think about that, right? The world wouldn't be progressing if we didn't have people like that inspiring the world, changing the way our world envisions life in its fullest, right? So that's my my most important takeaway. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, Sometimes you gotta do what's right for you. How about that, right? For my young guys, sometimes you gotta do what's right for you, and you gotta isolate yourself, because that's when you find your greatest attributes. What makes you, right? What separates you from everyone else? Because we're all unique, as much as the world tries to pave us to be the same, right? We all have these social security numbers. We all have these IDs. We're all paved to be like these codes, these robots. But we're all creative. We're all made in the image of likeness of God. But we're all different in our own sort of way, in our way of thinking, right? So why not share it, right? Why not help each other? Why not be in unity? But in order for us to separate ourselves from what is wrong, we have to do what's right in silence, in separation, in isolation, right? But yeah, that's what was on my mind, and I hope you enjoyed this talk. And I'm probably gonna be making a little bit more of these, because who knows, God might call me up to talk about something else too. But yeah, your boy had Grizzy, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.